In Newark, a community uproar over the planned uprooting of a priest and the Archbishop's treatment of the long-serving, now retiring pastor. Senior correspondent Marie Denoya Aronson reports on the street protests, death threats, and outrage, all of it over the future living arrangements of Monsignor Joseph Granato.
After 54 years of service to St. Lucy's Church, 82-year-old Monsignor Joseph Granato is retiring as of July 1st. But his congregation and this North Ward community are seeing that he doesn't go quietly. At issue, an expected offer from Archbishop Joseph Myer to allow Granato to continue living in the rectory for the rest of his life. It was an option extended to the last two pastors, and at first, it was a possibility for Father Joe Granato.
It wasn't an outright, we'll let you live there. It was, we'll think about it depending upon what the new guy coming in says. The new guy said, you're threatening my life, I'm not coming. So that's really what ended it.
That's right, anonymous death threats. And now, the very idea that the long-serving Monsignor must pack his bags is incomprehensible to his flock.
I never thought this would happen.
North Ward Center leader Steve Adubato is not alone. Hundreds of people took part in a street protest last week, among them Essex County Executive Joe DiVincenzo.
Listen, I was born and raised here in the North Ward. My family's, my wife's family goes back 4 generations. You know, this is a community issue. This is something I know Father Joe mostly all my adult life.
I think it's unfortunate that political leaders have injected themselves into a church governance issue.
What does politics have to do with this? You tell me. Nothing.
Well, the county executive spent his own campaign money to put 2 ads in the Star Ledger asking for this.
I totally disagree with you. If there was any politics in here, it would not have been proper, it would stink.
The diocese says Granato, who owns a home in Newark and is on a waiting list for diocese housing, will be allowed to continue taking his meals and saying Mass at the parish. But he must go. The separation necessary to help give the new pastor, not yet named, a chance to establish his own leadership. Goodness says the death threats were a potent indication of the intense attachment the parish has to the priest.
I want you to hold hands.
But it is peaceful prayer that Adubato is petitioning his community members to perform. He's asked them to pray as they've never prayed before.
Let our Father take his next breath in his bed at home. Amen.
For his part, the Monsignor has had absolutely no comment about his retirement, his future living arrangements, or the community uproar. A source with the Archdiocese tells us they are disappointed with Monsignor Granato's failure to properly prepare his congregation for his departure. That congregation, along with, they say, thousands more, are planning yet another march on St. Lucy's on Sunday. Marie Denoya Aronson, NJN News, Newark.